the chairman of the board, swerving in the Ford. Game sharp like George Gervonta with the sword. I ain't the one to ignore.
Gervonta Davis, Ryan Garcia, the Super Bowl of boxing, says Leonard Ellerbe. Cap or facts? What's good, everybody? It's your boy, Cardinal Red Sports. Let's talk about it.
Pump of the day.
Alright, y'all. So, Leonard Ellerbe recently had an interview and he posted some things on Twitter where he spoke about the Gervonta Davis-Ryan Garcia fight. Listen, I've been pushing this fight for at least a month, 2 months now. And I'm the type of guy, I like to focus on one thing at a time because you can give it your full attention.
I drop CDs on the yearly.
I feel like people who jump from topic to topic, they can't fully understand the topic because they're not giving it their 100% attention. So I try to focus on one thing at a time to make sure I'm giving all the details about that specific topic. Now, when it comes to this fight, man, this is a huge fight for the sport of boxing and for a lot of reasons. This is the, I think, kickoff of super fights to come in the future. I think boxing, with everything that went on in the world, and we all know how boxing took a hit during that time, I think boxing has to recover from all of that. Not only that, they were already getting their butts whooped by MMA, so it's time for a lot of change within the sport. And I think the change that they were looking for, not to be Obama-like, but the change we were looking for is super fights within the sport and the best fighting the best. And this could be the start of the best fighting the best, at least for 2023, 2024. So Leonard Ellerbe came out and had some things to say about this fight and why he feels like this could possibly be the Super Bowl of boxing. What he actually said was, he put a post up on Twitter and said that he feels like this is the Super Bowl of boxing. Let me read it verbatim for what he said. He said that Tank versus Ryan is the biggest fight in boxing. The live gate will be the top 10 of the biggest live gates ever in the history of the sport. Major props to both Gervonta Davis and Ryan Garcia for stepping up, making this fight happen. Now, those are very interesting words because I've said this myself in the past that I think that the live gate ability mixed with the Instagram fame of Ryan Garcia, Gervonta Davis is bringing in some of the biggest live gates in the sport of boxing right now. And Ryan Garcia has probably the biggest fan base as far as Instagram goes. Now, those are not purist boxing fans, but as far as Instagram goes, and he's bringing in a huge audience from Instagram. Now, what people don't seem to understand is that, and people who are saying, well, this fight can't possibly do 1 million buys or it can't hit 500,000 buys. It's not going to outsell this fight or that fight. Is what they're missing is Ryan Garcia has a loyal fan base. Not only that, he has a loyal female fan base. What do females do? Females spend money. Unlike men, men are very frugal. Men, we haggle a lot. We want a deal. Women want and like what they like. And when they like something, they're typically going to spend money on it. So with him having such a big female audience and them being loyal to him because he is kind of handsome or whatever, good for him. Shout out to him for that. Send a couple of them ladies to my DM. You feel me?
Before you, my whole life was a cappella.
Him having that type of audience, a percentage of those females are going to tune in. Now, he has I think the man got 9 million or some crazy number of subscribers on Instagram. So let's say he has 10 million subscribers on Instagram. I don't know the exact number. I don't feel like looking it up. But let's just say he has 10 million subscribers on Instagram. If only 5% of that 10 million actually tuned in, this fight could break serious records. If only 5%, because you got to add in the other boxing fans who are going to be watching that fight just because there's no other fights on that night, along with the Gervonta Davis fans that are hardcore Davis fans, along with the PBC fans that are just PBC fans, so they're going to watch anything that has to do with PBC boxing, along with the fact that Ryan Garcia is Hispanic. Hispanic audiences tune in. They support their fighters. Unlike, not to hate on the black community, but we definitely would probably go over a friend's house and watch it. We might bootleg you ish. There's a fire stick out there now, so the black community, we're gonna find a way to get it, and we might not pay for it. It just is what it is. So we might like you, but hey man, you already got $1 million, so why do I need to give you another $100? You already got it like that. Anyway, but the Hispanic community is going to tune in for Ryan Garcia. The women are going to tune in for Ryan Garcia. The PBC fans are going to tune in for Gervonta. That live gate is going to be filled to the maximum. And when you put all of that together, you have a history-making fight. I think this fight is going to do ridiculous numbers, and I think this fight may set some new records. Now, I don't think it's going to break Maypac records. Don't get me wrong. It's not going to do Maypac records, but as a boxing fan, and as someone who wants boxing to evolve and start to, do numbers like the WWE is doing, and like MMA is doing, and like other mixed martial arts are doing. They're doing really good numbers now. They have to start pushing a better product, and I feel like this is a great product. This is a huge fight, and it's not just because Ryan Garcia has that huge Instagram following. You got to think about this. That there are some people saying, well, this isn't the Super Bowl of boxing. It's actually Tyson Fury Uzaki. And in a way, I would have to agree. In a way, I would have to disagree. Fury Uzaki is a Super Bowl of boxing because there are multiple countries involved within that fight. Now, there are going to be multiple countries involved within this fight as well. But Mexico might as well be a part of the United States now. When you think about Fury Uzaki, you have two completely different continents or countries or whatever that's coming together, along with all those fans that like Tyson Fury in the U.S., all those fans that like Tyson Fury in other countries, and same for Uzaki. They're more of global superstars. When you think about Ryan Garcia and Gervonta Davis, these are, American-made superstars. Even though Ryan Garcia is, I think, half and half. He's Hispanic and American. He's Hispanic American. So this is more of a homegrown American fight that could break numbers with basically two U.S. fighters. Now, when you take fighters from outside of the U.S. and you put them in front of a U.S. audience and they already have huge names, of course they're going to do big numbers. So I wouldn't consider Fury Uzaki bigger than this fight because they're not actually from America. Now, no disrespect to them once again, but I think if they were both from America, you have to look at the fight in a different light. Now, another fight I think you could compare to this one as far as being a Super Bowl of boxing would be, of course, Crawford and Spence. Now, the reason I'm saying that this could change the whole dynamic of boxing because this fight, if it does really, really good numbers, I think it's going to be motivation for those two guys to finally go ahead and make that fight and get it over with because they're seriously going to miss out on a golden opportunity. And the chances of one of them getting beat in the meantime, Yeah, people would still tune in if they fought and one of them had a loss, but it's not going to be the same allure as if both of those guys were undefeated and champions. So, you know, they're continuously shooting each other in the foot by not making the fight. They're missing out on so much money. They're ticking the fans off. And what Ryan Garcia and Gervonta Davis are doing is they're doing the smart thing, and they're giving fans exactly what they want. They're making up-team amounts of money, stupid amounts of money, and they're bringing the community of boxing back together. And I think it's great for boxing, man. Y'all let me know what y'all think about all that down in the comment section below. Is Leonard Ellerbe right? Is this the Super Bowl of boxing? Holler at me on all social media platforms, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Twitter. More likely to get a response on the tube, so holler at me over there. If you want to collab, hit my Gmail, flockofcards@gmail.com. And we are
name, nigga, we changing how many niggas you know got flows like V, hoes like V, blowing the dice and roll like V, keep the block on swole like V, blessed with these abilities, niggas of all types grilling me, thoughts in they head about killing me, cause they wifey feeling me, they wanna go to war with double V, if it's beef then let it be, I got plenty artillery, AKs down to 380s, pull triggers, hollow punch like free, boom shit, there goes V doing 60 down your damn street, burning rubber in the double B, when it's so dark you can't even see, Lucy's in the driver's seat, I'm out the window sending heat, smiling hard on my coat, he be the last thing you ever see. You will be the cause of your whole hood getting damaged, while I be the reason your missus eat this meat up like marriage. And once I get behind it, her mouth will never stay closed. Either I'm giving her the hammer, cause that's the wrong damn hoe. Verse, vice, I bust, guns, bust, ass, bust, flow. But only thing you gon' bust is the pimples up on your nose, bitch.
Slugged up, keeping the flames, hitting your clubs up, taking your dang, putting them guns up. We leaving heat in your brain, and double V is the name, nigga, we changing the game. I said we slugged up, beeping the fangs, hitting your clubs up, nigga, taking your dang, putting them guns up, leaving heat in your brain, and double V is the name, nigga, we changing the game.
Let me be serious, Versa is a mind-minded fella. It's that nigga, Vicer, that's sneaky and possessed by the devil. Two different personalities, but both of them's off the chain. And you know what's so fucked up?